Hey there, Cozy Grovers, and welcome to another episode of this Let's Play series of Town to City. Grove Tender here. It's another rainy day outside in the UK today, which, as you know, always puts me in the best mood for some cozy indoor gaming. Today, we're going to create some beautiful new farms in Cosycombe, 4 new farms to be precise. 3 of these are absolutely essential to our new Hatter business. And I also went ahead and created a bonus additional 4th farm purely because I built one too many houses during the episode and I just felt like adding a farm in. Finally, big hello to all of the new subscribers to the channel recently. I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for everyone who's been a subscriber for a while now as well. And you can all officially call yourselves citizens of the Grove. Anyway, back to today's episode. Let's dive right in. And welcome back to Cosycombe. So last time we built this lovely neighbourhood and there was a lot of discussion about how we can support the new buildings we've been building over here. Between last episode and now, I have used our farming points to unlock some more opportunities to research new farm stuff. However, I've come to the realization that for the perfumer, we actually need lavender, which is not tier 2, not tier 3. It's actually a tier 4 farming crop. So we aren't going to be unlocking that one anytime soon, unfortunately. However, our Hatter needs cotton, roses, and beeswax. And that is something that we actually have already unlocked. All these 3 here. And that makes sense because we needed to unlock those to actually unlock the Hatter. I just overlooked that. So we're going to start off with a farm that's going to be either split into 3 or we're going to actually require 3 farms. And what it might be is we build 3 farmhouses actually and have 3 fields around it. And we're going to make use of this space over here. So once again, we're going to move these trees in amongst their friends down here. We're not going to delete them. And I actually think we can probably make use of those 2 trees in amongst the farm once we've built it. And looking at the topography of our map here, I would say that we want to build the 3 farmhouses up here in a small holding area and have our farms on the slope. Because you don't want to build if we can, we don't want to build a house on a slope. I know I've done it here, but we'll ignore that. So first of all, we will place our 3 farm residences. And I think I want to kind of get them a little bit flush with the cliff, or at least 2 of them maybe flush with the cliff. Like so. I'm going to use this space over here for a farm. So we'll have 1 house there. I think another one here. And then a 3rd one up here. And we will put some of the crops in between. We are going to need a road. We are going to need road access to these, of course. So we're going to branch off here. And we're going to create a road that carves right through the flat area that we've built. And it curves down here, and we're actually going to have it slope down to the main road as well. Just so there's a circular connection. Just to maximize our workers' routes, basically. And we'll go right through and upgrade that straight away. There we go. And we are already ready for some farmers to move in. So let's get them moving in. And we will wait for a 3rd farmer here. While we're waiting for that, let's finish off farmhouse paths. Easy enough. Just to go through like so. And they're all connected and all happy. Which is really good for placing them straight away. Not like how we saw things go with the new bourgeoisie houses. I was very unprepared for those. So that's my bad, but that's okay. Let's start off with farmhouse number 1. We are going to make this a field of roses. And we're going to start it right up next to the house here. I do want to leave a little bit of a gap for a path between the two fields. So there we go. Go along here as much as we can. We can make it as square as possible too, just to give it a little bit of uniformity. And it's still letting me place some, so we're going to keep going until it basically says that's enough. It's actually a really sizable field. I wasn't expecting it to allow me to place so much. It's just it's decided that was the last straw. We'll delete that, and then we'll add a little bit more here. There we go. We've maximized our square meterage of rose farms. Good. Now this is flashing yellow because we haven't built a granary just yet, which is okay. I'm going to put a family in there. Now for this farm, I'm actually going to build the cotton crops over here. It's going to be a bit away from the house. Oh, interesting. That is a much smaller... it seemed like a much smaller space. Just going to change a little bit what I've done because I'd like the field to be as complete as possible. And that's very close to being complete. We can just square it off like so. There we go. It might be that we actually put a 4th house in and have a 4th farm here. Because we have the space for it now. I've kind of gone maybe a bit too spaced out. That's okay. We do need to put the granary in too, actually. So let's not forget that. In fact, let's put this house here. And we'll let that fill in and fill up. We'll have a quick look at our granary. Yes, it is quite a large building. I did forget about the size of that. That's okay. I think we could actually have it behind this farmhouse. Well, that does look a little bit packed in though. Maybe we'll have it on this corner actually. Yeah, that'll be fine. Move you in there. And you're a little bit unhappy because you want a little bit of a path. We'll upgrade that as well. And we can build beeswax crop around. Oh wow, look at this. You get little beehives in it. That's amazing. So we'll build you out along here. And I'm gonna use the circle brush here to connect you up there. We could probably have you going right up against the granary. There we are. We now have the 3 farms that we need. Now what we do need is to finish setting up the granary. Little connection there, little upgrade, and of course some workers. And this requires a lot of workers. We want 7, and we do have 11 spare, to be fair. But we do have some places around the town that are missing workers as well, so we must bear that in mind. I'm going to move these into there. Just gives us a little bit extra to play with. We may as well have all artisans working on that warehouse. So now we are getting a supply of all 3 of these: roses, cotton, and beeswax, I should say. For this farm, I'm going to use dry leaves and put it under the farm like so. And if we can, if I've left enough space, I'd like to put some farm decorations. I think it might be a bit much for a big shed, but that's okay. We can actually put a big shed just here. Put it back from the road a little bit. We'll actually make a little dirt path there, so that looks cool. We might have to go with smaller props here. I was hoping I could get a hay cart in here, but I don't think I can. That's okay. We will in some random crates just here. Like so. And maybe some barrels up against... We can't quite put them up against the house, so we'll have a selection of barrels here. And I do want to make a... Oh, I didn't mean to put that barrel there. I do want to make a small dirt path going around here. Just in amongst these bits of barrels. And of course, we do need to put up some fencing. We need to set boundaries between each farm. Otherwise, the farmers will get a little grumpy. And I wonder if we do a natural stone wall here. What else do we have? Oh, it has to be the classic, doesn't it? It has to be a classic wooden fence. Like so. And we'll block it all the way off to there. And I've accidentally set it to a metal fence. So we'll ignore that happened. Let's go ahead and demolish. And make sure we've actually selected wooden fence this time. There we go. I can see it's a wooden fence now, for sure. And that's okay. Sometimes mistakes happen. Just gotta roll with them. And we'll leave an opening here big enough to get machinery and workers through. Connect that fence up there. Very nice. Then similarly, we'll leave big space here for our beeswax farm. Is it beeswax? Not sure. Let's. We actually don't need a fence to go. Oh no, we will. We will put a fence all the way through here. It's not wax. It's honey, isn't it? And down to the granary wall edge. And then we'll pick it back up this side. Like so. Actually, a pretty long fence we needed there. Very good. And for our rose farm, I did want a path going up either side here. Just because. No huge reason, I just think it would be nice. Maybe this farm is allowed for pedestrians. In fact, I'm going to do a little something here. Going to continue this path through the trees. Down here. Going to pull this one back a little bit. Just to there. And this is going to act as a public footpath that people can use to go around the farm. And it's going to be going through somebody's garden, but that's okay. They're not going to mind. We'll finish the fence line along here. All the way to there. And then another small fence this side. Like so. I think that's all that bit needs. It may even be that... I wonder if we have any... just... I'll tell you what we could do. We could have a well up here that you can even walk to. Finish the path up here. Perfect. We'll put some bushes. Or maybe I'll use the fence bush, actually. Where's that gone? Here. Maybe that can form part of a barrier on this cliff edge. And then we can put some tiny, tiny trees just at the back here. Can I get one there? No, it's not liking it. We can put one there and there. That's kind of a nice little path up there. Fetch some water for the farms. We do have farm number 4. Oh, we actually have too many workers there. Thank you. We will reclaim a worker. And I must put someone in here very quickly. Otherwise it's going to drive me insane. We have this final farm just here. And I'm not sure... We actually have a farm for everything we have so far. So... What would we like to... Oh, there's a farmer's market decoration set. Oh, wow, amazing. Ah, the doghouse. Oh my goodness, we have to have the doghouse. We must. And we can actually pretty much unlock all 4 of these crops here. We're almost at 90 for the lettuce. And there is a maximum farm surface upgrade, which... In terms of space we have left for Cosycombe, I'm not in a huge rush to upgrade that. What I'm thinking is we may have to do a completely separate series where we maybe just look at doing a huge farming town. That could be good fun. This house isn't receiving Enough luxury. Interesting. We'll have to take a look at that another time. Let's not get distracted. So we have just unlocked the dog house. This is amazing. I was actually looking for a prop like this. Oh my goodness, is this part of the animals update? Because there's a little dog in there. I'm just going to have to go through and check. I can't see any animals. Unless we haven't got to it yet. It may just be that there's a dog inside the kennel. Interesting. As I said, I don't remember seeing an update. I don't remember seeing any more information. They are running out of time to release the update. But I think that just happens to have a dog as part of its prop. So I almost got very excited then. I'm going to put some trees in between this barn. And then some smaller bushes. And maybe even just going to line the path here with these smaller little bushes. Didn't place that one very well. Yeah. And then I think place some flower patches. Oh yes, and we have unlocked some more farms. Let's make a potato farm, I think. Yeah. We're going to make this a little bit more square. Like so. It's about half of our space used. Do that. And again. That's almost all of it. Try and straighten this off. Yeah. And look at that, we now even have a potato farm. We are going to have to put a couple more workers in there to keep up with that demand. Put you in there while we think on it. And, of course, fence. Potatoes, though, how exciting. I don't think we've built anything that requires a potato just yet. It's a shame we can't use this extra space here as well. That's okay. We'll finish off the fence this side. There we go. And again, dirt path coming from the house, just around the edge of the field, just for access. And a few trees just to break it up. Oh, and you know I love using ivy. Let's make some trailing ivy up here. We want to go across. There we are. That'll do. We won't go overkill on the ivy there. And it's a shame we can't paint just thick grass here. We would have to... I don't think there's any... Yeah, it's just dark grass. Or light grass. But that is okay. We're going to make a little seating area, I think. We're going to turn randomize on, first of all. Just create... This will look better once I'm finished with it. Don't panic, don't panic. Just wanted to create a small, like sort of long copse of trees here. And then it sort of gets thicker at the edges on both sides. And then we want a couple of picnic benches. Like so. Put a parasol up for each for a bit of shade. And then a couple of woodland benches nestled under the trees here. Lovely. And I think I want to use the small fancy fence here. Just to create a little bit of a closed off nature area. Just so people know that they can go in there, really. And that it doesn't form part of the farm. That's nice. Looking really good over here. And someone's even using the public footpath, look. And because it's a public footpath, we need signposts. Now we have two-way street sign, which I think will work. Oh, in fact, they're going up to the well. Stanislas Cordier. They're on their way to the well. Maybe they're on the way to have a look at the nice views. Let's put a single sign up here. So people know that it's a public right-of-way. Now over here we actually need a four-way sign, I believe. Because we have a sign going to the carnival, to the worker residences, to the farms, and back to town. I must remember to make more use of signs. We're going to need some lighting, and I don't want to put too much street lighting if I can help it. We'll put one on the corner there, but we're going to put them on buildings mainly. Give the just give the impression that these houses are lived in, but there's not as much of a build-up of streetlights. It's very much people have to sort out their own lighting. Put one there so they can see how to see what they're doing in the dark. Another one here, and just on the corner there. And one for the granary too, because they need to see what they're doing. I'm gonna fill this gap with some assorted flowers. Just to give the granary a bit of a... I want to say they reminded me of tulips. And it goes well with the I need to check what it was that we unlocked. Beeswax. It was beeswax. It was me trying to remember the name the whole time, and it was actually just beeswax. So I think the beeswax farm would be a fan of sunflowers. We're going to put a load of sunflowers on it. Put some here and there and there. Just everywhere, really. That's good. And I actually might dot some single flowers over this dirt patch just to make dirt a little bit brighter. I think there would be an abundance of flowers around the beeswax farm because those bees would spread out and pollinate all over the place. That's really good. And we actually still have some space here, which could be left as is, or we could have more residential properties popping up here. I think that's probably what will end up happening as we grow the town further on. But now we have our farms set up and decorated. I want to head over to our bourgeoisie corner. Oh, actually, I want to spend some research points first because it is building up. I'm actually going to unlock... Oh, wow. I'm going to unlock this so we can do a little bit more decorating over here. Just when you thought we were done, we're not quite done. Amazing. We have wheelbarrow, empty wheelbarrow, wheelbarrow with pumpkins. We have harvest crates, watering can, and a gardening table. That's amazing. This is exactly the kind of thing I kind of wanted over here. And we can't put it flush on the house, unfortunately. So I think the best place is just here. Very good. And I can't put the watering can on top of it, which is a shame. We could put a wheelbarrow in the front here, like so. And a watering can too. That's really good. I really like the harvest crate too. Can we put this outside our barn, look. Like that. And we should use a water pump somewhere too, really. Maybe just here. Oh, that's funny. The game's not paused, but this person looks stuck. Oh, there we go. They were just sleeping on the spot. Don't worry about that. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Final decoration before we move across town. We want some scarecrows. We'll put one here. And one over there. We'll put it that way. Then we want one here, and one all the way up there. And similarly here. And I think we'll just have two in that one. We want one on this side, one there, and one there. Good, and now our crops are safe from crows. Although, every single scarecrow I've ever seen in life has had a crow sitting on it. So I don't know just how effective they are. Right, now I want to use some unlocks. Oh, and that's opened up a pub. Fantastic. That's something we can use next time. I do want to go here and go through... Basically, just use up all of these 2,000 research points on as much stuff as we can. So I think we should definitely think about decorations. So we're going to go autumn nature decorations. And then we need to think about finishing off our... Oh, Nope, I tell you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to unlock the golden Crampton and a newspaper stand. The golden Crampton should be a monument? Yes. And the reason I have this is because I recently picked up Station to Station on Steam, which is the previous game to Town to City, which is more of a puzzle, but it's the same kind of design. It's voxel, and it's very nice looking, but it is a puzzle game as opposed to a free build game. But if you wanted me to do an episode on that, I can. It won't be a particularly long episode, but let me know in the comments. The Golden Crampton is a very nice looking statue. And I wonder if we start using this patch of grass here as a small monument to the train that brings all of the families to Cosycombe. We'll do that, and we'll do a little plaza for it to sit on once it's built. And maybe we should make it square, like so. Just like that. And then a smaller path. And maybe I can just move it around. And that's all of our new decorations popping there. And I'm going to try and get a sign down here, just so people can read about the Golden Crampton. There we go. And a flag as well. Why not? That's nice, I like that. Last thing, we can go over to our Hatter and we can finally put some workers in. And that's made it almost happy. We just need to put another worker in the warehouse. And for some reason, there we go. We just had to turn receiving crops on, and that has powered that building. So there we have it. There's a couple of issues to address at the start of the next episode. We've got somebody over here not receiving enough luxury, and we actually have a sad face over here, which we don't like that at all. That's the person not receiving enough luxury items by the look of it. Yes, it is. It's the house here, and it's also unhappy that it doesn't have enough decorations either. So what can we do to fix that? Would you like some ivy? I know you're having a hard time, but let's put some ivy on the house. Maybe some smaller ivy too. There we go. And they are still unhappy, but the house decoration's gone up 1%. We will look at remedying that at the start of the next episode. But to finish off this, let's marvel upon this lovely row of farm buildings and farms that we've built today. That's a really nice shot. Just need to do our usual of adding a little bit of saturation, and obviously the final thing to say, thank you everyone for watching. As always, please do like and subscribe, all of the fun usual YouTube stuff, and let me know in the comments how you're enjoying the series so far. If you'd like to see a specific farm town series, let me know. If you want to see any other games, let me know too. And finally, Stay cozy, friends.